This is Scott of Cosplay Bonsai. I'm here again with another project, in this case an actual cosplay. Doing Zoro from One Piece, the original simple one. I already have a shirt that works and pants won't be too difficult. So I just picked up a few extra things here. A zipper, the Haramaki cloth, which is the midsection abdomen warmer type thing. Has a nice stretch to it, and I'll be doing about the size of the zipper, which is 14 inches. And this is right now about 18, 19. I also picked up some cloth for the head wrap. I will be using some padding in this to give it some fluff and hopefully more depth to it. See how that works out. So I finished sewing here, and then all the way on the other side. I think I'm going to probably put this in next. So I have the padding inside and lots of pins. I'm going to sew the bottom here. See how that turns out. This of course just in green, and then I'll go back and measure out lines to sew with black. It's turning out pretty good so far. Next up I'm going to do the black vertical lines. I'm going to use just the sewing machine with a different type of sewing. And I calculated it's about 47-ish long. I have 5 for the first one and then 4 for every consecutive. And then on the other side of it, 5 for the first one and then 4 inches every consecutive line. Just going to mark little marks on the top and the bottom, so that I can have a better chance at getting a nice clean line. I might even draw a line on the back. It's not going to be shown, so it doesn't matter in that case. Decided to go over it with the same green thread, just a normal stitch, and it's probably good that I did because I didn't get the lines too straight. I think the measurement or the size is slightly different on the bottom and top, which means you won't get a perfectly straight line. But now I have a square. I'm going to attempt to get, I'm just going to draw a full line, so it should be easier for me to track as I'm going. What I'll probably do is tape this to this so they get a full line the entire way without any deviation. So I finished the black lines. It was quite a hassle, but it looks decent. This is the back where I drew on. Decided to use the remainder of the fabric because I still want that stretch in it. And I do the same process as I started with the 2 pieces. Sew around and then flip it right side out, and then I'll sew this on top of that. And the final thing will be to sew the other side of the zipper to the end, and then it forms a loop. I brought the wrong type of zipper here, so it's just not going to work. I'm going to cut it out. After my failed attempt with the zipper, purchased the wrong type, I went and picked up some Velcro. The stuff gets pretty expensive. This yard was like $9, but going to just use that. Pretty simple enough, each type on each side, and it just has to wrap. So have some on one front, on the front, and some on the back of this one. And then I just have to measure it properly. I finished Zoro's wrap. It turned out pretty good. Simply comes off like that. The inside's nice as well. Now I need to do the head wrap do-rag thing. So now I'm doing the do-rag bandana thing. I read that they're either 22 or 27 inches usually. I'm going to do a 27 one. I'd rather just have a longer one. And I think I should make it with fabric. I'll have to check. But so just I'm going to cut two out, 27 by 27, and then do the same standard thing where you take two and you sew them around, flip it right side out, type of thing. And then I'll sew again on the edge so it's nice and strong. This fabric's a little difficult to cut and work with since it's so stretchy. What I did is I cut 27-inch little mark here, and then I folded it over to make a triangle. Then I measured up to here to 27. So I'm going to cut here and then there. Hopefully it'll be relatively square. I finished the bandana head wrap thing. It was kind of a pain, but it worked. Now this material is bad with the sewing machine, or whatever I was doing just didn't work out, and I got caught 3 times in there, but I think it'll work. It turned out decent. So that's the two for my Zoro cosplay. Like I said, I already have a shirt and pants and everything. That's Scott from Cosplay Bonsai. Thanks.